Why does the pharmacy close for an hour for lunch instead of staggering lunch breaks? There's often only one pharmacist. The other workers are pharmacy techs and assistants, but the pharmacist needs to be there to approve everything that goes out, to get certain meds, to oversee or make certain combination things, and to be able to answer people's questions. So if they are not there, it will shut. The other workers can stagger, but it's not operational without a pharmacist. A lot of times there's only one pharmacist on duty at a time. In some places, techs can't usually fill prescriptions without a pharmacist present. In many cases, there may only be two pharmacists working concurrently during that time of the day, or so even just one pharmacist. If the only pharmacist on duty goes on break, there will be no pharmacist on duty, which is a problem. If only one pharmacist is working at the time, some prescriptions must be delayed until two are working simultaneously. You should be asking why everybody doesn't have a legally mandated lunch break. A staffing issue most times. At my work, they start early enough to have lunch while the daytime pharmacists are still there, so there's overlap between the shifts. There is commonly only one PIC pharmacist in charge, and that person must authorize every script, and so they close when they go on lunch. It's often more efficient to close for an hour rather than staggering breaks, as it allows the staff to fully rest without interruptions and ensures proper coverage during busier hours. Plus, it simplifies scheduling and reduces the chance of errors. Maybe my experience is unusual, but I've never seen a considerable line at a pharmacy at any time of day. Granted, I tend to go only on weekdays. Anytime I've gone to any pharmacist anywhere in Midtown Manhattan, having more than one pharmacist on duty would be overkill, at least from a customer-facing standpoint. The few times I've had to wait more than a few minutes, it's because the person in front of me was facing some unusual issue, but usually in those instances, they ask the person with the problem to wait a minute so they can attend to the waiting customers. It's cheaper than having two pharmacists on duty. Behind the counter there is only one pharmacist and rest are techs. The pharmacist must always be on duty. They aren't allowed to dispense meds without pharmacist there. So to stay open they have to keep two on staff. Pharmacist salary is way more than tech salary. Probably only one actual pharmacist on duty and the rest working are techs. Why not have everyone take a break simultaneously? It's easier and it's only a half hour. So deal. Plain and simple, they don't have the staff. If you feel so inspired, go to college, get your degree and apply. BC one pharmacist and a bunch of techs normally, and techs can't handle controlled scripts. As everyone else explained, it's necessary. What I'm wondering is why other professions don't stagger lunch breaks. One time I went to a barbershop and they turned me away because they were going on lunch in 10 minutes. I said, "All of you?" and motioned at the 5 different barbers. The guy was like, yep, like it was a normal thing. So weird to not have someone go at 11 a.m., then another at 11:30 a.m., then 12 p.m., then 12:30 p.m., and then the 5th guy go at 1 p.m., for example. Or even just have 3 guys go at 11:30 and the other 2 go at 12:30 when the first 3 get back. From what I understand, it's because there's only one pharmacist scheduled, and the techs can't legally fill disperse medication without a licensed pharmacist to oversee and actually inform customers on dosing, so that their employers can run with bare-bones staff to increase profits. Local CVS near me has done this, and I'm guessing given that seemed to coincide with their having added a couple of checkout kiosks, it's in the interest of reducing staff. So, maybe with a tech or few less and just one pharmacist on hand they have to have lunch breaks. When you jerk off, what do you think about? And I always gotta show up 2 minutes after they close for lunch feeling like shit just wanting my medicine. If there was no pharmacist to supervise, lots of drugs would go missing lol. My friend's wife is a pharmacist, and even she would make pills go missing for her friends who couldn't afford their prescription not pain meds.